Welcome back to Insight to Sports here on ICN2. It's football season indoors. Louisville Fire in the AF2 Arena Football League, and Anthony Payton, first-year assistant coach for the Fire, and getting into the coaching ranks. Is it different not being, having shoulder pads on and directing players?
It's a lot different because I still have that itch to play, but at the same time I love teaching the game, and you got a lot of new guys, a lot of rookies, so it's a lot to teach, but at the same time when they're out there practicing, I want to get out there and play a little bit.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
But you'll get over that.
Yeah, I just eat a lot and make sure I get big and fat so I can't run.
Well, it's a start, yeah. When that's the way it goes. Because while we're on that subject, during the break we were talking about your cooking skills and how you couldn't find great food when you're up here, and since you're a Louisiana guy, you have to make your own, right?
Oh, yeah, I stay in the kitchen. My wife's pretty good at cooking too. She got 4 cakes sitting on the cabinet right now. And me and Tony Starr, we're supposed to have a pancake cook-off, but we ain't had it yet, so we're gonna see. He say the pancake king, but I think I'm gonna get him on
Tony say he's number one. Okay, well we'll see. And I want an invitation to that when it does happen, all right? Because I'll go down on some pancakes. That's for sure. Back to football. We can talk about food all day, but football as an assistant coach with the Fire, you talk about that itch to get out there and play, but there has to, coaches have an itch too, and that's that's something different that's I believe is instinctive in people who become coaches, and you find that desire and the ability and wanting to teach the game. Talk about that.
Well, to me, the biggest thing is just detail, trying to get the information right. I can think one thing, but in order to translate it to 12 different people are going to hear me different. So I spend a lot of time making sure that I translate what I'm trying to teach them and make sure everyone can understand it, because some people are motivated by different things, and it's some guys like to be yelled at, some guys need to be yelled at, some guys you can't yell at, so it's filling people out, and that's a challenge in itself. So. Yeah,
I imagine you were as a player a journeyman among the AFL ranks, and then played collegiately at Kentucky Wesleyan, so you're familiar with the area, and finally when you got an opportunity to play with the Louisville Fire, talk about how that came about and you became a member of our community.
Well, I went to, like you said, Kentucky Wesleyan, which is right down the street in Owensboro, but when I got out, I tried to go, work out a couple of NFL teams. It just wasn't fast enough, as a receiver. I was a quarterback in college, and I got changed over when I was in college. So from college, I went to the IFL and broke all the records in that league and ended up playing for New Jersey in the AFL, played a year there. They changed the coaching staff, and when you change coaching staff, you change personnel. In 2002, I ended up coming down here to Louisville.
Sounds like, that's, I guess you would compare that to the baseball farm system, in that, when things change so often and rosters change so often, it's hard to keep track of guys, I think.
Yeah, it's like that. It's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. Not so much in the NFL, but in this league, players get hurt, players get moved, and so many teams, you just go back and forth, so you never know where you're going to end up.
I know one of your leaders, Tony Stallings, was talking about how he hopes this team, WIT, whatever it takes to get to the playoffs, to get the opportunity to have a chance at winning a championship. Is this team finding that mindset? Do you think that you have, or is capable to take on that opportunity if it presents itself?
I think they are. We're just real young right now, not a lot of veterans, and so translating the fact that we need to win and we need to win now, it sometimes sit with the new guys and sometimes it doesn't. When you're in college and in high school, you only have a 10-game season. This league is 17 weeks, 18 weeks. And so, getting the focus from week in, week out, and knowing that if you don't win right now, you go home, it's sometimes it sits, sometimes it doesn't. But then you got guys like Tony Starrs and Tiger Jones, Demetrius Forney, Joe Steele, Shane Allard, guys that can step up and lead us in that. And, as long as we got the talent out there and we're communicating to them and showing them what we need to do to win, I think we'll be okay.
You got a guy like Tiger Jones who wants to gain valuable game experience so he can compete at the next level in arena football. And to see that kind of initiative and a player who wants to do that, part of your job is to help them get there.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And that's I think I think that's one big thing that has motivated me to coach, because I've been in this league and I've played with coaches, and they have another agenda. I think sometimes is not to get the players to the next level, and that's one of the biggest things I want to do. So I try to take what I've learned from the Arena League and bring it to this league to show them, so it'll be easier for them to move up and make that real money. You know, so and when that happens, I know a lot of our guys are going to get the opportunity. It's going to put a smile on my face.
Do you? I mean, learning curve associated with coaching as well? As much as you know about the game and the players, is there, you know? No,
I don't think so, because, you know, playing at a high level arena football, the thing about this game, and people may not know this, if you played on one team, you played on all of them. It's the same thing. You can't really add anything. You can't really take anything away, because there's only so many things you can do on the field. The way you win arena football is to have the best athletes, and I think Louisville has the best athletes.
And working with Tommy and Will Wolford, and I mean, pleasant guys to be around too,
yeah,
right?
They're fun. They're football guys, man. You know, so Will comes out there and dresses out and catches footballs and things with us, and that, you know, when you got an owner that's involved, and I think all of our owners are involved, but you know, when you got Will out there doing those things, it lets you know that he cares about them. So it makes it easier to work for him.
Good deal. It is a blessing when you can smile on your way into the office, no doubt about it. Anthony, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back to wrap things up here on Insight to Sports on ICN2.
I'm a big guy.
I've got curves. Women have curves.
I'm a little on the small side.
I'm getting older. I'm staying young.
I'm staying fit and healthy, and that is beautiful.
Yeah, I feel beautiful.